Well, hey everybody. My name is Kestrel Kunz. I'm the Southern Rockies Associate Stewardship Director for American Whitewater. I live in Crested Butte, Colorado, and I've been with American Whitewater for just about five years as of this week, and so that is quite exciting for me. And personally, I'm a big river enthusiast. I love kayaking, whitewater kayaking, flat water kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, and rafting. And I think I'm particularly passionate about inspiring others to become better stewards of our rivers. And super grateful to Tanya and the Uncompahgre Watershed Partnership for having us a part of this awesome Meet Your Watershed event. I'd love to tell you guys a little bit of background on American Whitewater and what we do as a national organization, and a little bit about some of the work that I do and my colleagues and I do here in Colorado and the Southern Rockies region. And so for those of you who don't know, American Whitewater is a national river advocacy nonprofit, and we were founded in 1954. And our mission is to protect and restore America's whitewater resources and to enhance opportunities to enjoy them safely. And so we really look at our work as our river stewardship program, and that encompasses three different pillars. And so we have protect, restore, and enjoy. And as a part of that work, we take a regional approach. And so while we're a national nonprofit organization, we really only have 12 full-time staff that work around the country. And so we live in these communities and regions where our work is located, and so that we can get to know firsthand what these rivers are really like. And that, I think, personally and professionally really helps us work towards our mission. And so I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about kind of how we meet this goal of protecting, restoring, and enjoying rivers here in Colorado. And so if we look at protect, we have a couple different avenues to do that here in Colorado. And one of those mechanisms is called outstanding waters. And so through the Clean Water Act, states are directed to protect the waterways that have the highest water quality. And in Colorado, this is known as an outstanding waters designation. And so through that designation, it allows or it creates an opportunity to protect the existing high water quality. However, it also allows existing uses and maintain our healthy rivers in Colorado. And by doing that, we have good water quality that can support recreation and agriculture, drinking water, and the environment. Then another mechanism that we have to protect rivers in Colorado and also around the country is through administrative protections on public land. And so if you guys weren't aware, the Grand Mesa, Uncompahgre, and Gunnison National Forest is actually going through their forest-wide plan revision. And this is a really good opportunity to protect river segments that are free-flowing and have really important values like recreation and scenery and ecology. And so this plan revision process really only happens every 15 to 20 years. And it creates the blueprint for how the whole entire forests are managed. This is particularly important because on the GMUG forest, as we call it, it's very expansive, and it includes 3 different forest management units. And so there is just a number of different landscapes and different types of geography and many different diverse users that depend on the forest. And so it's incredibly important for organizations and members of the public to be conscious of what's happening and be able to provide input to ensure that these public lands are managed in our public interest and in the interest of our beloved rivers here in Colorado. And so American Whitewater is working with a number of organizations, including the Uncompahgre Watershed Partnership and Outdoor Alliance, on this forest plan revision, and specifically looking at ways where we can improve protections and better management for our river resources. We've developed a study approach to help quantify river recreation opportunities and also to assess how river recreation is affected by changes to flows, either due to natural causes or man-made flow changes. And the results from this work have really helped water managers better understand the relationship between flows and river recreation, and how to also better balance consumptive uses with those flows, and so we can better support a healthy river recreation economy. And as many folks probably know by now, the river recreation and the outdoor economy in general contributes a large amount to Colorado's overall economy. And so through a report that Business for Water Stewardship completed last year, they identified that over $18.8 billion are contributed to the economy just from water-related recreation. And so that's a huge part of our economy and a huge part of our lifestyle here in Colorado. And so in order to keep supporting that growing industry for both Coloradans and for visitors, a key component of that is to maintain and improve access to these rivers so that people can enjoy them. And it's also really important to note that that access needs to be equitable. And so everybody that wants to be able to participate and be able to enjoy our beautiful outdoor spaces should be able to have that opportunity. And so kind of along those lines, you know, American Whitewater, we work a lot with both federal and state agencies to help improve access to rivers. And then we also work a lot one-on-one with private landowners and with paddlers to help reduce conflict and educate paddlers about appropriate river etiquette and really inspire our membership and people of the community to be respectful of our rivers and to be good river stewards. Specifically in the Uncompahgre area, we are working with the Uncompahgre Watershed Partnership and the Recreation Committee to study current river recreation use on the Uncompahgre River near Ridgway, and to develop more awareness about river recreation uses and issues, and really to help educate the community about what kind of resources are there and how we can best and most sustainably interact with those resources. And I would say from a personal standpoint, you know, what I've learned so far from the Uncompahgre is that it is very dynamic and beautiful river, and that it has a lot of history, and that most importantly, there's just a really great diversity of people that love the Uncompahgre for numerous different reasons. And so I'm hoping that will all bring us together to kind of better understand and love the local river.